Hello everyone, it's Justin here with a review of the ASUS MX34V widescreen monitor for the Best Buy Canada plugin blog. So this is a 34-inch curved widescreen monitor with a resolution of 3440 by 1440 with an aspect ratio of 21:9. On paper it has a 4 millisecond response time, 16.7 million colors, a 3001 contrast ratio. And in this video I'm going to be talking about this display from a productivity standpoint, which is what I used it for, and also just the general quality from looking at this display. So to start off, it is a matte display with a brightness of 300 nits, and I really enjoy this because it didn't have any reflections. The viewing angle was really good at 178 degrees, and right out of the box the display was very sharp and vibrant. The colors definitely pop, which is a characteristic that I noticed with my other ASUS monitors, and there's also a number of modes that you're able to customize this display to, which I'm going to be talking about in a bit. In my situation, being able to have a 21:9 display is just very useful because from a productivity standpoint, it is so much more space than a typical display, and I've personally been using a widescreen display for quite a while now. If you're a video editor like I am, you're able to have the timeline stretch out the entire display and just have so much more room to view all of your elements within a window. Or from a general productivity standpoint, being able to have a word processor open next to a web browsing window and a music window, all laid out full size, side by side along the display, is something that has made me stick with widescreen displays as my primary use. Additionally, if you plan to watch a lot of movies, 21:9 is the same aspect ratio as a standard widescreen movie, which means a movie will fill up the entire screen from edge to edge, bringing you a more immersive experience. One thing I noticed out of the box is that the display is not as color accurate as I would have liked, so if you're someone who does a lot of video editing or photo editing and need that color accuracy, I would recommend getting the display professionally calibrated. Adding to the productivity standpoint, assuming you're sitting in the middle of your monitor, the curve really helps give you a nice and immersive experience that kind of just has you dialed into your work that you have within the entire screen. Another great thing about the MX34V is the 5-way joystick that allows you to control your menu. This is where you're able to customize the look of your monitor, including 8 Splendid video preset modes, 4 color temperature modes, sharpness adjustment, audio settings, and also a number of modes within that as well. The overall hardware of the monitor looks pretty good, but a major complaint I had about it was the way the stand was built. It only has a 5 to 15 degree tilt adjustment, and there's also no way to raise or lower the monitor, and out of the box I found it to be quite low. On the back, the ports that you're going to find include a DC in for the power, 3 HDMI 2.0 ports, a display port, and also an earphone out. On the topic of audio, this is one of the great features of this monitor which is often overlooked. The MX34V has stereo 8-watt Harman Kardon speakers, and I have to say they sound pretty good. The bass isn't as powerful as they could be, but they are loud enough, they're relatively clear, so here's just a quick little sound test. Additionally, another small but cool feature is that this has Qi wireless charging built into the base. A number of Android phones are Qi wireless charging compatible, so by placing it on the base, it automatically starts charging with, for example, my Samsung Galaxy S7. Since this review is rather productivity focused, I didn't really touch on gaming, but with a 4 millisecond response time, a number of gaming modes for the picture settings and also the audio settings, and in addition to that, a 100 Hz maximum refresh rate if you're using DisplayPort, you're definitely able to get a good experience out of gaming on this monitor, and with the curved and widescreen experience with compatible games, it is sure to be a very immersive feel. In conclusion, the MX34V is a great size, has great quality, the colors overall look pretty good, and from a productivity standpoint, it is amazing. It's also great that they have focused on the menu system, the speakers, and also included some features such as Qi wireless charging. But one of my biggest and only complaints is that the stand is pretty much not adjustable in terms of the height and very limited in the tilt. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and you can go ahead and check out my full written review over at the Best Buy Canada plugin blog.